Every day, millions of Americans handle dollar bills and coins. They see a proud eagle spread across their money. But did you know this eagle represents one of America's biggest environmental failures? The story behind this symbol is both inspiring and heartbreaking. The bald eagle became America's national bird in 1782. Our founding fathers picked it to represent strength and freedom. Consider selecting a mascot for your school team. You'd want something powerful and inspiring, right? That's exactly what happened with America. The eagle looked perfect on coins and paper money. It showed the world that America was strong and independent. Benjamin Franklin actually disagreed with this choice. He thought eagles were lazy scavengers. He wanted the turkey instead. But Congress loved the eagle's fierce look. They put it on the very first official seal. The eagle appeared on American coins almost immediately. In 1792, the first official U.S. coins featured eagles. These weren't just any eagles, though. They were specifically bald eagles. The white head and tail feathers made them uniquely American. For over 150 years, the eagle flew proudly on our money. Quarter dollars, half dollars, and silver dollars all showed eagles. The birds looked majestic, with wings spread wide. They represented everything America wanted to be. Artists made these eagles look incredible. They gave them sharp eyes and powerful talons. The eagles on coins looked ready to soar across vast skies. They seemed unstoppable and eternal. But here's the tragic part. While eagles decorated our money, real eagles were disappearing. The symbol of American strength was actually becoming weak. The bird that represented freedom was losing its own freedom to survive. Most Americans had no idea this was happening. They saw eagles on their money every day, so they assumed real eagles were doing just fine. The beautiful symbol was hiding an ugly truth. What's ironic is that we celebrate eagles on our currency, yet we were accidentally destroying them in real life. Can you imagine if your school mascot was going extinct while you cheered for it? In the 1940s, scientists created a new pesticide called DDT. Farmers loved it because it killed bugs that ate their crops. Imagine spraying something in your garden to keep bugs away. That's exactly what DDT was supposed to do. It seemed like a miracle chemical. Farmers could protect their food without much work. DDT worked incredibly well at first. Mosquitoes died, flies disappeared, and crop damage dropped. Everyone thought this chemical was completely safe. The government even encouraged people to use it everywhere, but DDT had a horrible secret. It didn't break down in nature like other chemicals. Instead, it stayed in the environment for years. Small animals ate plants with DDT. Bigger animals ate those small animals. The poison kept getting stronger. Eagles sat at the top of the food chain. They ate fish, rabbits, and other animals. All of these animals had DDT in their bodies, so eagles got massive doses of this poison. DDT did something terrible to eagle eggs. It made the shells incredibly thin and weak. When mother eagles sat on their nests, the eggs broke. Baby eagles died before they could hatch. Scientists discovered that DDT was everywhere by the 1960s. It was in rivers, lakes, soil, and even snow. The chemical had spread across the entire continent. No place was safe from its effects. Eagle populations crashed dramatically. In 1963, only 417 breeding pairs existed in the lower 48 states. That's fewer than 1,000 total eagles in the entire country. These magnificent birds were almost extinct. The eagles on our money suddenly seemed like ghosts. They represented something that barely existed anymore. Americans carried symbols of eagles while real eagles were dying. Some states lost all their eagles completely. Places that once had hundreds of eagles had zero. The skies fell silent, where eagles used to soar majestically. How could the bird on our money be vanishing from our skies? In 1962, a brave scientist named Rachel Carson published Silent Spring. Her book exposed the truth about DDT and other pesticides. Think about when someone tells you something important that others don't want you to know. That's exactly what Rachel Carson did. She risked her career to warn America about DDT. Carson explained how pesticides were killing birds everywhere. She described springs without birdsongs. Her book's title came from this scary image. Imagine a world where no birds sing in springtime. The chemical companies attacked Carson immediately. They called her crazy and unscientific. Some people said she wanted bugs to kill all the crops. Others claimed she was trying to destroy American farming. But Carson had done her research carefully. She interviewed scientists, farmers, and doctors. Her evidence was solid and frightening. DDT was poisoning everything, not just bugs. Silent Spring became a bestseller. Millions of people read about DDT's dangers. They learned that the same chemical killing bugs was killing eagles. Americans finally understood the connection. The book sparked a huge environmental movement. People started questioning other chemicals too. They wanted to know what was really in their food and water. Carson had opened their eyes to hidden dangers. President John F. Kennedy read Silent Spring personally. He ordered government scientists to study DDT immediately. This was the beginning of serious government action on environmental issues. Carson died in 1964, just 2 years after her book came out. She never got to see eagles recover, but her work started everything that saved them. Her courage gave eagles a chance to survive. Environmental groups used Carson's research to demand change. They organized protests and wrote letters. They showed people pictures of dying eagles. The public pressure kept growing stronger. Carson proved that one person could make a difference. Her book connected the dots between human actions and animal suffering. She showed that eagles on our money meant nothing if real eagles died. Would eagles exist today without Rachel Carson's brave book? In 1973, Congress passed the Endangered Species Act. This law protected animals that were almost extinct, including bald eagles. Think about making rules to protect something you care about. Maybe you'd make rules to keep your favorite toy safe. That's what Congress did for endangered animals like eagles. The new law banned DDT completely in the United States. Companies could no longer make or sell this deadly chemical. This was the eagle's first real chance for recovery. But banning DDT wasn't enough. Eagles needed active help to survive. Scientists started breeding eagles in special facilities. They raised baby eagles by hand and released them into the wild. The breeding programs worked like animal hospitals. Scientists took care of sick eagles. They fed baby eagles and taught them to hunt. These programs slowly increased eagle numbers. Protecting eagle nests became illegal under the new law. People couldn't cut down trees with eagle nests. They couldn't disturb nesting areas during the breeding season. Eagles finally had safe places to raise their babies. The government also cleaned up polluted areas. They removed DDT from lakes and rivers. Workers planted trees where eagles like to nest. These efforts gave eagles better places to live. Recovery took decades, not years. Eagles reproduce slowly, having only 1 or 2 babies annually. Building up their population required enormous patience, but the numbers kept growing steadily. By 1995, eagle populations had increased dramatically. Scientists counted over 4,400 breeding pairs. This was 10 times more than the lowest point. The recovery plan was actually working. In 2007, bald eagles were removed from the endangered species list. After 40 years of protection, they were finally safe. The bird on America's money was no longer disappearing. Today, over 70,000 bald eagles live in the United States. They soar over rivers, lakes, and forests again. Children can see real eagles, not just pictures on money. The Endangered Species Act proved that humans could fix their mistakes. We almost destroyed the eagles, but we also saved them. Can you imagine America without eagles flying in our skies? America's eagle went from a proud symbol to near extinction and back to recovery. DDT poisoning nearly destroyed the bird on our money. Rachel Carson's book woke up the nation to environmental dangers. The Endangered Species Act gave eagles the protection they needed to survive. Today, eagles soar again across American skies, making the symbol on our currency meaningful once more. What other animals need our help today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe for more amazing wildlife stories.